You are listening to Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, aspiring actors with me. I'm Louise, the founder of Standby Method Acting Studio, and every week I'll be talking with you and sharing how you can become a paid, working, unstoppable actor. Because you can. An acting career is doable. Are you ready? Hey, unstoppable actor. I am so ridiculously excited that you're with me to dive into another juicy episode. Now, before we get started, I would love to invite you to join one of the most supportive online groups on socials, the Unstoppable Actors group. Every single day we're in there helping and supporting each other as we work towards our dreams. And you can come and play by going to bit.ly/unstoppable actors and joining us. Let's get started. We're going to be exploring something that literally all aspiring actors feel at some point on their journey. But the thing about it is it can hold people back. And I'm going to be sharing a story from my life with you where it did hold me back, in the hope that it inspires you and it gives you another way of thinking about this thing. So what is it? It's fear. We're going to be diving into how you can overcome the fears of pursuing an acting career and going all in with it. You see, fear is a completely normal human feeling. Every single human on the planet has felt fear at some point in their lives, and some have felt it more than others. And fear can be good if we allow it to motivate us. But the kind of fear that's not good is the one that paralyzes us and holds us back and stops us taking action on our dreams. And that's what I want to explore with you today. Now, you know how much an acting career means to you. You know how much it would mean to you if you were being regularly paid to do the thing that you love. And you know this because when you're watching your favorite series, or you're watching your favourite film, or even when you go to the theatre, in the days before lockdown when we were allowed to do that, you know how engrossed you get in the characters' journeys, and you know that you completely forget where you are. You're on that journey with them, you're feeling the things they're feeling, and your motivation levels are completely through the roof. And you usually, if you're like me, walk away with a really fired up feeling in your tummy and a bit of a tingly feeling through your body, and that feeling only confirms that this is what you were meant to do with your life. But I also know that it can feel very, very overwhelming to know what the hell to do to go from actually sitting and watching your acting inspirations to actually acting and being paid to act. Now, when we start to feel a little bit overwhelmed, that's when we can become susceptible to fears. That's when the mind monkeys can start to take over. Now, mind monkeys are little buggers and they will play havoc with our minds. They will pop questions in there such as, what if I'm not good enough to be a professional actor? What if it's really, really expensive to pursue an acting career and I don't have the money to do that? What if somebody tells me that I'm just not good enough or I don't have the right look to be an actor? Or what if it's just a waste of time pursuing it and nothing ever comes out of it? These are all mind monkeys. And when we have these thoughts in our mind, they trigger the feeling of fear. Now, if you're motivated by that fear, that's brilliant. But if you're not, like so many of us aren't, it can start to consume us. So here's what I want to share with you. Everybody has those thoughts. And everybody starts from zero. Everybody starts with absolutely no idea what to do unless you're really privileged and you're born into a family of actors. And if you're anything like me, when I decided I wanted to be a professional actress when I was 14, I didn't even know any aspiring actors, never mind being born into a family of actors. Nobody I knew had any interest in acting, and that was another obstacle. So I want to share a little story with you that I hope will help you. It's not acting related, but it can definitely help you with your acting dreams. So when I was 5 years old, I was taking swimming lessons and I had an instructor called Mark. And Mark was trying to encourage me to take my armbands off and move away from my float and stop using it, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't because I was scared. And my dad asked me one day, he said, "Why is it that you won't take your armbands off, Louise?" And I told him, "I'm really, really scared that if I take them off, I won't be able to swim." And he said to me, "Well, when you're swimming, take your armbands off and keep saying to yourself, 'I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it.'" Now, I believed my dad, I really did, and I listened to him, but I still wouldn't take my armbands off. And then we got a new swimming instructor, and she was called Janine. And Janine was not listening to my pleas and worries and fears about taking my armbands off. I had to take them off. She was literally taking no prisoners in her classes. So little 5-year-old Louise had to take the armbands off. And I can tell you now, I was absolutely terrified. And I felt so overwhelmed by this swimming pool. I was so scared that I wouldn't be able to swim. But she made me take them off, and I did. And as I started moving my arms and kicking my legs, I started saying to myself, "I can do it, I 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 can do it," even though I was absolutely terrified. And before you know it, I was at the other end of the swimming pool and I'd done it. I'd swum without my armbands and without my floats. And I just felt so proud of myself. I felt really, really proud of myself. Now, acting is a game. It's a game that you need to figure out. But there are 2 things that you need to help you get to your end goal, whatever that is, so you can feel proud of yourself. And the first thing is you need belief. Every time a fearful thought pops into your mind, you need to replace it with, "I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it," because you absolutely can. And the second thing is you need a coach who is going to challenge you, who's going to hear your fears, but ask you to step over them anyway. And I would really love to be that coach. I would love for you to come into our super supportive, really nurturing private Facebook group, the Unstoppable Actors group over on Facebook. And I would love to challenge you with some weekly mini method acting challenges to help you overcome those fears and step into that actor that you dream of becoming, because it is possible. So every time you are feeling scared, I want you to say to yourself, "I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it." Because if other actors have been able to do it and they've started at 0 just like you, then you can do it as well. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. I really hope it's fired you up and I really hope it's inspired you. I have absolutely loved hanging out with you, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, aspiring actors. Now, if you did, I'd really love you to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and leave a review. And if you would like weekly injections of inspiration, you'd like mini method acting challenges to keep you making progress with your dreams, come and join the most supportive acting community online by clicking the link in the notes to help you become an unstoppable actor.